into the round of 32 we go now, and it's Norway taking on Ivory Coast. That's right, for a place in the round of 16. Both nations stand a good chance, of course, for a deep run, maybe. But first and foremost, they've got to get through this game. Who's going to come out on top? We'll get into it next. Video. Today we take a look at the round of 32 matchup between Ivory Coast and Norway. That's coming at you on this coming 30th of June, of course. Who will make it through? We'll get into all of that and more in a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe. You want to watch Blackburn Rovers World Cup previews. That's right, we're previewing this game and we're going to get into it in just 1 second, of course. Can we get, what we're looking at, 80 likes for this video, a like for each and every one of the nations that took part. That's the 48 likes plus the 30 or 32 likes for each and every nation that are still in this competition. Let's get into the deep end and, of course, take a look at what we're talking about. It is this game, of course, coming out on the 30th of June, Dallas Stadium over in Texas. Ivory Coast coming into this, fresh off the back of a victory, most recently, up against the Norwegians, of course, fresh on the back of a defeat. But we'll elaborate on all that in just a second. But let's remind ourselves how we got to the stage with Ivory Coast. They qualified as Group F winners, securing their passageway on the 14th of October 2025. This is their fourth tournament. 2014 was their last one. They've never made it out of the group stages until today. They are out of there at long last. And they've actually got a good chance to go deeper than they ever even imagined before they even kicked a ball. Must fate as your manager there, Frank Kessie, the captain, the VIP being Amad Diallo, or maybe could it be Yan Diomande, who's been getting all the plaudits of late. They're ranked 34th in the world rankings at the moment. And that is, of course, via FIFA. As for the personnel, this is the who's who of the squad here for Ivory Coast, like of Fafana between the sticks. The back line, we've got the likes of Kusanu, Singo, Indika. We've got Doué and Omar Dimeande as well. As for the midfielders, Frank Kessie, Sangari, Jean-Michel Seri, which we saw most recently. Pepe, of course, up top. The likes of Amad Diallo, Diomande, and amongst others up there, we've got Yoann Bonny there on the books of Internazionale. Quick look at the possible starting 11 there for this Ivory Coast nation with a 4-3-3. The likes of Fafana between the sticks, Conan, Kusanu, Indika and Doué. Got Kessie, Sangari, Inao Ulali in midfield with Diallo on the right, Diomande in the left, and Diakake down the middle. That's, of course, what could happen this coming match day with the Ivory. Quick look at the group stage then for the Ivory Coast. They did finish in second place ahead of Ecuador and behind Germany. 11 on points with Germany with just that one defeat, which, of course, they suffered against the Germans late on in that game. But besides that, 4 goals scored, 2 goals conceded. And they got a point to prove here heading into this matchup. In their way, though, will be the Norwegians, of course, and all their gunslinging glory. The Norwegians coming at you as UEFA Group I winners, securing their passageway on the 16th of November 2025. This is their fourth tournament. 1998 was their last. They made it out of the round of 16s back then. They're looking to match that, if not better that, this time around. Managed by Statistical back and captain being Martin Odegaard. And, of course, the VIP being the goal machine. That is Erling Haaland. Took the day off last time against the French. Ranked 31st according to the world rankings at the moment via FIFA. As for, of course, the squad, this is a lot of this team has had seen some minutes with, of course, a rotated squad last time around. But Nyland expected to come back. The likes of maybe Julian Ryerson returning to the fold. Chukwu Hegem as well coming back into. Odegaard may return as well. Sander Berg, Patrick Berg, Antonio Nusa likely. Bob did stand out in that game, of course, but Soloth and Haaland expected to come back in the starting 11 to look something along these lines. Of course, we've got Nyland between the sticks, Muller-Wolf on the left-hand side, Ryerson on the right, Ajar and Hegem, Arsnus, Odegaard and Sanderberg, Nusa, Haaland and Soloth up top. That's the likely starting lineup, something along those lines. But this is, of course, how it all panned out for the Norwegians. They finished in second place behind the French, who are on another level. That is right. The Norwegians ousting Senegal for that second place spot, but have scored 8 goals in their exploits so far, but also conceding 7. So not pretty in that regards. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this match itself then under the microscope. According to my data, these two nations have yet to play each other, according to, so this will be the first time for something. 522 million for that for the Ivory Coast squad compared to the 589 million for that in Norway, which indicates this is quite a tight affair, this one. Very similar sort of vibe to that Senegal-Norway game, which had a lot of goals, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos, but much more riding on this match than that one, of course, in the group stages. As for the average age, 25.9 for Ivory Coast, 26.9 for that of Norway. The win index favouring the Norwegians here, 48%. The draw is at 26. The Ivory Coast, 26 as well. I did drop an early door poll on the channel with, of course, 66% of you backing Norway, 34% are backing the Côte d'Ivoire.
Somebody at the door. Oh my. Who could it be? Wow. 2 packages from Fanatics. Unbelievable.
Thanks again, Fanatics, for hooking me up with these lovely looking shirts. Each and every one of these and much more are available at the Black Road Seas storefront. Link should have been at the bottom of the screen there, also in the description down below. But back to you, Doug, at the studio on this one. But what about me? Well, I'll tell you about me in just a second. What I want to show you right here, right now, is what's in store. Now, of course, we are recording this before the conclusion of the round 32, and of course, the names are still a little bit flexible here, but of course, the pathway for the winner of this matchup is this. Of course, the winner of this, it's guaranteed, it's nailed down, of course, it's scheduled, will take on the winner of the Brazil and Japan match in the round of 16. So one of these two nations, Ivory Coast or Norway, will take on either Brazil or Japan for a place in the quarterfinals. That is guaranteed to happen. Of course, there's nothing that's going to change that like. But back to me on this one. It is a tight over affair, but I do anticipate this Norwegian side that will start this game to be much stronger, much more equipped to get the result than the one that did take on France, of course. And yeah, I'm expecting still goals in this one, a lot of drama, but there's only going to be one winner. I'm going to go with Norway here. I'm going to go with a 3-1 win to get themselves moving and maybe a little bit of a deep run themselves in this 2026 World Cup. Well, there you have it, folks. There you bloody have it. That, of course, is my prediction. Let me know yours, of course, in the comments. The best and the worst will be featured in the review show when, of course, we come back to talk about this result. Of course, if you want to look at some other predictions made by myself at the channel, we've got a cat prediction. We've also got the ones made by a bunch of ping pong balls. Make sure you check those out as well. Link should be on the screen right about now. But until then, subscribe, smash the like. Catch you later. We're done.